back.
Oopsie. We're still talking about this.
How did that happen?
We're coming into the cottage. Now we're coming to the cottage.
Yes, now we actually are.
We're actually in this episode.
I'm coming to the cottage. That's not on your playlist.
I almost said I'm Jamie. That's not my name.
I'm Christine.
And we are Books and Booze podcast talking about Heated Rivalry, even though we intended to do one episode.
Yeah.
The first time we recorded, I'm like, we might have to split this in two. And then we split it in two. And then the second one, we're like, this is, nope, it's three. It's going to be three.
But that was the best night of my life, talking about Heated Rivalry for like over 4 hours.
So here we are again.
Yeah.
How's your addiction?
It's weaning a little, but it's still going pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a t-shirt.
It's a great t-shirt.
Yeah. I think I might get a tattoo.
You got to tell the people who can't see you what the t-shirt is.
Oh, right. I have a Boston Raiders t-shirt. That's like the one that Ilya wears when he goes to meet his parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. What,
It's
they don't
great.
know I play for Boston? One of my favorite lines. So yeah, I got that t-shirt and I might get a tattoo in a month.
Why not?
Yeah. I just really need to remember this time in my life and this beautiful joy bubble that it brought me, which does make me sad because it is decreasing a tiny bit. And I don't want to leave it because it just really makes me happy. And
We needed it.
yeah, it was a really perfect, like, I need an
Good
escape
timing.
and know that, like, you know, some people are good and true love exists. And Canada's great because it makes me so proud to be Canadian, the show.
Yeah. And we're getting a season 2.
Yay!
So we're going to be talking about this again. When it comes back on our TVs, we're going to be coming back to the long game.
Yes, and I can't wait. And we also have a book 3 release for the end of the year.
There you go.
Yeah. So we have lots more coming.
I was able to read 5% of a book that wasn't Heated Rivalry.
Oh, that's exciting.
So-
What?
It's called Of Mountains and Seas.
Okay.
It's not like a super like popular book. I think it's a little like, but I enjoyed the 5%. So I'm hopeful that I can pull myself out of Heated Rivalry reread again.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to force myself to stay in it because I am enjoying it.
Yeah. I watched an episode of RuPaul.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
You watched something else?
I did. I was like, I'm going to watch this episode.
I can do it. I can do it. I'm not going to change the channel. That's so funny.
And it's on Crave too. So I went to Crave and as soon as my Crave opens, it immediately goes to Heated Rivalry. And it's like, no, Jamie, we're going to watch an episode of RuPaul.
We know what you want, Jamie.
Yeah. Later, we can go back.
Now, luckily, because we're doing a part 3, we get to do another drink.
Yeah.
What'd you make, Jamie?
So I made a drink for Scott and Kip. And it's from obviously the smoothie part. Oh my God, now I forgot it. And I just said it.
Something over Brooklyn?
Literally just said it. Blue moon over Brooklyn with extra banana. But this didn't have extra banana. So I made a cocktail inspired by that. So it's kind of like a daiquiri. So it was rum, banana liqueur, lime juice, and I made a blueberry syrup to go along with it. And it was very fresh tasting.
This was so good and
really good.
so dangerous.
Yeah. You could not taste the rum.
No.
And I doubled up.
It's 4 shots of rum, banana liqueur, and we're like,
This is great.
yeah, totally dangerous. But highly recommend.
Yeah. It was my favorite of the 3.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you.
Oh,
Jamie.
sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Out of, I already know the answer. Ilya's drink, which was a cold vodka, and then Shane, which was a shandy gaff, beer and ginger ale, and now we have our Scott and Kip. What's your favorite, Jamie?
Scott and Kip.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I still like
loved
the
it.
other ones though.
No, I do too. But yeah, Scott and Kip.
Okay. We are going to start with an epic scene in this series / book, which is The Scott and Kip scene. What did you think your first time around watching this?
Oh God.
Not your sixth time, but the first time?
I think I was like literally like off my like inching off the couch. I'm like, what's no? It's like, is this? And I just then cried.
Scott, goodness. Yeah, you.
Yeah, I love the announcers.
Come down here.
Oh, he's inviting down a fan.
Oh, what a lucky fan.
Oh, it's so nice. So
nice of him.
He's kissing that fan now.
That lucky fan.
He's excited.
He just won the cup and now he's experimenting. He's trying something out.
Yeah. It's like, I could do this.
Still not putting it together.
I literally I feel like my body just like bursted with joy.
Yep.
And like tears. And it was just the most like beautiful.
How happy were you for Kip?
Oh my, just.
He had not expected. He's saying to his friend, he's like, no, it's good. These are happy tears. I'm okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
And it's like, oh, I finally did it.
And
then Kip's dad is like, watch back and look at Kip's dad's face.
Yeah. And then to just like announce your love like that on such a huge scale.
Great.
Yeah. And then also like he's coming out at the same, it was just.
And the camera panning around them, then clipping to Shane and Ilya, and the camera's also panning around them. So it's just like, ooh, you're like watching it, You're like, I'm drunk on love.
And you can see as like Shane and Ilya are watching that happen, like the recognition that they're having in their faces.
Yep.
That they realize what's happening, not like the announcers, where they're like, oh, I know. Like, I know exactly what this is before it's happening. Yep. And just also for them, how that like must have felt to see that.
Ilya's face is the best, and then just him getting off the couch and immediately like, I'm calling Shane.
Yeah, and he was packing to go to Russia.
Was he?
Yeah, because she went in the show. She said something about, oh, make sure to put that in there for your niece.
See, I had thought that she was going to Russia. That makes more.
Oh, I mean, maybe
that could make sense though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, he wasn't planning on going.
Yeah. By
the sounds of it. And I can't remember in the book now. But yeah, immediately, I'm coming to the cottage.
Mm-hmm. Shane says, holy shit, Ilya, can you believe?
I'm coming to the cottage.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. You're like, ah!
It was just.
Oh, the episode
if you
ends.
Watch that.
We talked about this last time, and I was like, I deeply apologize that you had to suffer through that you were watching it as the episodes are coming out, and it ended on that episode, and then you had to wait.
Yeah. And then it was like Christmas stuff was happening. I'm like, I just need to go to these family Christmas things and live my life.
And pretend like nothing has happened.
Have you guys not seen this episode? Yeah. And I just feel like I was like, I wish this was like a real, I just wanted everyone to understand like the impact of the episode. And also like they do talk about like how like brave he is to do that because you are the first one. There was just so many emotions, and even watching an interview with Jacob Tierney and him talking about how just so much is built around that song, like the Wolf Parade song.
Yeah.
For that, like I'll Believe in Anything, Wolf Parade, great choice. But how he works it in through the entire episode with the, like, You Deserve Sunshine, and then in Kip and Scott's episode.
I just got shivers.
Right? But so episode 3, their episode, when it starts, it's Scott running.
Yeah. And
it's to the beginning of that song. Like how he just weaved and did all that to then have this.
The build up,
this momentous moment, and then have that song playing. Like every time I hear that song, I want to cry.
Yeah.
Oh, just well done.
Oscars
all around again.
You get another one.
Yeah. Just great. Like his mind, I love how just he worked all of that in.
Oh, and you know what? I think it was because he was on Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That's.
If anyone, is not Canadian and doesn't know what that show is, Jacob Tierney, that was his start as a child. And I watched that show with my children. It is a great show.
It's so good. It also gave me lots of nightmares as a child, so.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
It's the original Goosebumps.
Yeah. So good.
But that is exactly why the show is so good. And Jacob would tell you that.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
there's like a really sad section in between the cabin and them actually getting to the cabin where Shane has this internal dialogue.
Yes.
He says they would be a joke. If the world found out about them, that was all they would be, the depraved hockey players who secretly fucked each other. And Shane didn't want to be that at all. He wanted to be the best hockey player in the world, and he wanted to be in a relationship with the man he could finally admit he was in love with without shame or fear. And I mean, isn't that a statement for like the entire show where it's like, okay, yeah, Scott Hunter did this and it made us really hopeful, but also like our situations is a little bit different.
Yeah.
It would be a bigger deal.
Yeah. It would be a much bigger.
So we still can't do it.
Yeah.
It made us a little bit braver of maybe one day we could do it, but we still can't do it.
It made them take a step in their relationship.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, we do deserve happiness and let's go a little bit further with this.
Or maybe we could do it in secret.
Yes. But like even that and like how you name it, like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, or when they do talk about making plans and it's, well, we'll wait till we retire.
Yeah.
And then
we'll wait 10 years again.
Yeah. Which is so crazy. And just so crazy that that's how you have to behave. Because you love someone.
People are outrageous.
Yeah, because people can't handle it.
Yeah.
And especially,
Oh my God, now I just want to start talking about the long game.
I know.
I have so much to say.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Oh, so much anger.
Anyway, let's go to the cabin. I mean, cabin. Oh my God.
The cottage.
It's because I wrote in my notes the cabin.
Get it right.
Oh, okay. For reference, I would like to say that where we live in northern Ontario, Canada, we do not call our places where we go we don't call it the cottage. If we go to like a cabin, we say
it the cabin.
We say the cabin, or we say camping. Like whether you are in a tent or whether you are in a house by the lake, we would call it we're going camping. And so to say the cottage is actually like it's a southern Ontario thing. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's hard for us, but if I'm going to do it, this is what I'm doing it for.
I know, I got to adjust.
I do also, which I don't think I even have in here, but Scott's speech in the show is also very well done. I wish they could just like play that to people all the time. Just how he describes his experience, especially growing up in like locker rooms and how he addresses fear. It's just a very great.
And they don't have that in the book either.
No.
They just say that Scott did a speech, but they don't actually say what he says in the speech.
Yeah.
Him realizing that he was the thing that everybody bullied each other about. Oh, he was that thing. He was other. And so he knew he would never quite fit in. And then having to hide that
and
in order to be accepted by his peers.
Like you're doing what you love, but at the same time, constantly having to be aware of how you're behaving.
And how lonely that is.
Yes. The loneliness, the fear, and everything. And it was just such a good.
And how meeting Kip made him brave enough.
Yay, Kip. Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now the cottage.
Yes. Before we even get to the cottage, I love the no, but I just like when he picks him up from the airport.
Oh, that's part of the cottage.
Okay, yeah. I love when he gets in the car. I love his outfit.
Mm-hmm. Whose outfit?
Elias.
Yeah.
It's a really good airport outfit, I think.
Athletic? Yeah. What does he say? Oh. Yeah, what the fuck are you driving, Hollander? A Jeep Cherokee. That was a loud snort. What? It's practical. You're a millionaire.
It doesn't matter. I appreciate that, Shane.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian. He knows.
Yeah, you need to get places in the snow.
Yeah, when they start to drive, and then Elias says, "Thank you for inviting me." And then Shane feels his panic subside and says, "I'm glad you're here." And then Elias says, "I'm also glad, but terrified." Yes? And then Shane's like, "Yeah, me too." And then they hold hands.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's like they're like doing the thing that they want, but they're still hesitant, and they're like, "Oh my God, we haven't done this before, and this is weird."
Yeah, and he's still like, "Nobody saw you in the airport, right?"
Yeah, Shane, shut up.
Just enjoy this moment.
But then they haven't been together for months. They haven't been with anyone else for months. So I really liked this scene where they finally like merge, and Shane realizes, oh, Ilya also has not been with anyone, which is kind of a big deal.
Yes.
Because he knows how Ilya is. And so him just hearing that small tidbit of like, yeah, I haven't been with anyone either. Shane knows. He's like, oh, is that about me?
He's pretty much proposing to me.
That's me, right? You're doing that because of me?
Yeah.
He like rightly assumes that it's about him,
Yeah.
which it might not be, bud, but it is.
It is. It absolutely is.
So that makes him really excited, and I think it makes him more courageous to ask him. Where is it? Sure, you said.
He says, let's be honest with each other for these 2 weeks. Let's just say what we're actually thinking. Maybe say how we really feel.
Oh, Shane has such great ideas.
He does.
Speak in Russian. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And then internally, for the book readers, I can't, Ilya wanted to say, I can't because if I do, you'll think I'm pathetic or worse. You'll say it back and then what the fuck are we supposed to do? But he just says, I will try.
Yeah.
And then Shane says, will you? Yes, I will do anything if it will make you touch my dick right now.
Yeah, that was great. There's also after that, I think after they do the deed and they're just like cuddling and Ilya's like caressing him. What?
Can I just say 2 parts before that?
What's before that?
Just thoughts
Okay.
from the book. Ilya, his dark eyes and his freckles and his smile. Shane looked so happy. Somehow Ilya made him happy. Ilya wanted to always make him happy. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that just make you want to love someone so much? I mean, I know you do love your husband, but I hope that when you look at him, you think that too, when he smiles.
I like him.
Okay, good. And Shane thought the kiss felt weird, and Shane realized it was because neither of them could stop smiling.
Oh, I love that part. Yeah. Smiley and kissing. Okay,
happy.
well, mine fit in with the same it fit.
Yeah.
Like, Ilya could not believe that what he had been reduced to. He was infatuated. It was disgusting. Because he's like rubbing his hair and like he kisses his nose, Shane's nose, and he's like, "What am I doing?
Yeah. Who am I?
What is happening to my? I can't control myself."
I also love in the show when they go. I love their whole hit the bellman routine. Sir, this is not how you treat the staff. The staff doesn't like to be treated like this. I think I know how the staff likes to be treated. Mm-hmm. But he goes to shut the blinds.
Yes.
And I love how Ilya stops him.
Open those blinds.
Yeah. And because they spent so much of the show in like dark hotel rooms. And now they're just like, no, we're going to fuck in the light. Be in love in the light.
Let those trees and the birds and the loons on the lake see us make love.
That's right. But I do love that. I think that's just such like a great.
Which is also added by the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Oh.
Jacob, if you ever just want to come chat, I'll take you to dinner. I like that how excited Ilya is to see Shane's bedroom. Mm-hmm. He just said something like he's been waiting for years. And Shane's like, years? Ilya wrapped his long fingers around Shane's jaw and tilted his head up to meet his gaze. Yes. I think that.
And then Shane was so excited about that, like years. Oh, you've been thinking about you liking me that for that long too. He's like having all these realizations because Ilya hasn't let himself be vulnerable and show those things. So Shane is just thinking like, oh my god, I'm in love with him, and he's kind of like indifferent. And now he's realizing, oh no, that was a front. That's not true.
Yeah. I love that. Oh, and another part I love, just this is in the book and it's funny. They're doing stuff, obviously, and unfortunately, the move also caused him to smash Ilya in the face with his ass. And, you know, I like when you just bring stuff in that's, like, realistic. And
I like that detail, too.
Yeah. It's like, it's funny.
Yeah. You're like, oh, oops, sorry.
Yeah. Because you know what? Sex is funny, guys, as it should be. And I just really, really enjoyed that part because I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Another thing that in the book with Shane talks about, like, it's just such, like, a simple thing, but something he like wished and like this is what he like daydreams about is Ilya just meeting his parents, not even like as
his boyfriend.
Yeah, it's just actually like in a setting in the hockey world to just know that the two people he loved the most had touched the skin of Ilya Rozanov and had looked into his eyes even for a second, and that Shane now had concrete proof that all three of them existed in the same world. Those were the thoughts that kept Shane awake at night. I was just like,
even, I mean, back to the burger scene, in the book, Shane explains, like, being able to, him to even come and hug him in the open while they're outdoors is different and feels good.
Yeah. After 10 years, they're doing just like regular couple things.
Mm-hmm.
That
Not
they've
hiding in a hotel room.
Yeah. Like
Or-
they've
yeah.
never, been able to just live. And I love it. And I do like at one point, Shane just is thinking about how proud of the fact that he snagged such a hot man.
Yeah.
And he's like, Shane had definitely snagged himself at 10.
Let's go to the fire.
Yeah.
The campfire.
I do enjoy in the show, it's just, Canada's fun.
Is he being sarcastic?
Yeah. Because they're just, we just stare at it.
He doesn't get it. Do we just stare at this fire? He says this seemed to be the extent of the entertainment a bonfire provided. It burned and you looked at it. So he doesn't understand, but he will.
Yeah, Canada's fun. Well, because then he asks them later on, he's like, do you want to go inside? He's like, no.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, he gets it. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, this is very enjoyable and relaxing.
We do sit around and stare at the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes just don't talk.
Now here we get the loon scene.
I love how many people are getting loon tattoos because of this.
Yeah.
And you know what do you remember when we were young, we had loon piggy banks?
Yep.
I called Mom and asked if she still had them. She does not. And then
Our
Mom's
friend...
like, why do you want a loon piggy bank? Well, if you watch the show, Mom, you might understand.
Our friend got a loon tattoo when I went to her bachelorette party.
She got a loon tattoo?
Yeah. I went to her bachelorette party and someone was doing tattoos there who is a legit tattoo person. It wasn't like someone with a hot needle. And she got a loon, which was a very Canadian thing. This was before the show and she did not read the books.
It is a very Canadian tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe we didn't bring this up to her the other night.
Yeah. But anyway, loons.
Yep.
What the fuck was that?
Try it again.
Oh, I lost my Russian accent.
Too many. What the fuck was that?
No.
Ah.
I can't do it. He couldn't conceal the terror in his voice, but who the fuck cared because they were surrounded by hungry wolves. Shane laughed. It's a loon. A what? A loon. Shane was really laughing now. It's a bird, like a duck, kind of. Oh my god, you thought it was a wolf? What the fuck bird makes a noise like that? A loon. Then they doubled over in hysterics. Ilya wanted to push him into the fire. Fuck you and your loon, stupid Canadian wolf bird. I speak fluent bird, no accent, Shane gasped. And then Ilya says, I fucking hate you. Oh, no. That was almost a sound, Jamie.
Yeah.
Now,
I can't do it.
I would like to make a prediction because right now it is winter 2026. As Canadians move into the summer season and they go camping, they go to their cottages, we are going to get loon content.
Oh, yes.
I fully expect and endorse my fellow Canadians as you are sitting at your lakeside having your beer and your whiskeys and whatever else and your warm maple syrup.
Yep.
That we are also going to be making loon content as we hear the loon across the lake. Yep. Right? And it's just it's gonna be trending and we need to get ready.
When the sun's going down, you can just hear them. Or in the morning. Yeah.
So look out for that, everybody. Look forward
Canadian
to that.
Canadian loon content.
Yes. Coming right up.
Stupid Canadian wolf bird.
Yeah. Then they talk about Ilya's mom.
Yes, and I know we talked about we love humor, moms and we love dark humor for sad things.
Yes,
which Ilya has a lot of. Yeah. So yeah, they do talk about his mom and just says. Ilya says with a tight, humorous smile, she accidentally swallowed a whole bottle of pills. Oops. So he said she died. It was an accident, and then says that.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Oops. You got to have humor in those situations.
But that's what Ilya does, right?
Yeah.
He covers things up with humor. So, but it's still, then they got into a more vulnerable conversation, right?
So we learn what actually happened to Ilya's mom. Shane's kind of like, I'm sorry, your family sucks. And then he just says, my mother didn't suck. But then another loon calls and they laugh. So it's fine.
Yeah. You're so strong. Shane murmured in his ear. He kissed his temple. You're incredible. And then the loon sound interrupts them, which is really funny.
These two, I love how the things they say to each other. Like, just like that, like in that situation when he says that, then when Shane's dad comes and how Elia right away comforts him and says, like, you're brave.
Yeah, they're cheerleaders.
Yeah. They're amazing is what they are. Okay, but just shout out to the phone call blowjob.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite scenes in this book is when they're talking about what they're going to do. They're like problem solving. And Ilya starts to talk about, like, well, maybe I could marry Svetlana and get citizenship, and then maybe that'll work. And then Ilya says, I have this problem. I like women. I always was thinking that to get married would be nice. Kids, all that someday. But this problem will not go away. Tell me about this problem. It's so annoying. Always I'm with beautiful women, wonderful women everywhere.
Sounds rough.
Yes, listen, these women, they are sexy and fun, but it is no matter. I cannot stop thinking about this short fucking hockey player with his stupid freckles and weak backhand.
A weak backhand?
Yes, and he's just so boring and drives a terrible car, and that is my problem. All of these beautiful women, and I'm always wishing they were him. Is terrible problem.
Do you want that problem to go away?
No, I do not want the problem to ever go away.
I'm gonna cry. It's so sad.
Yeah,
and so beautiful, and I love it. Mm-hmm. And when I love in the show when they're toe touching.
They do such a great job in the show, in this scene.
Yeah,
it's really, really good. I would argue better.
I just love how much they just keep opening up to each other when they're finally like comfortable enough to do it. And I love the jealousy that they both have for each other.
Yeah. Yep.
Shane's just like, okay, but don't marry Svetlana no matter what.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, and Ilya's like, Shane is texting Rose Landry, and he's like, you're not jealous, are you? And he's like, I'm gay. And he's like, not too gay to have sex with Rose Landry. So cute. That also brings us to another epic scene. epic scene where they are in bed and we get the confession, right?
Yep.
Maybe someday when we both retire, we can be together for real.
You really think that far ahead, Hollander?
I do about this.
You want that to be together?
I do. So much it terrifies me.
Then he kisses and rolls on top and says, I love you.
Holy shit.
I
love you too.
I mean, we did not perform it.
It's
to the tier that it should be at. But that moment, and then he's also like, you hear him say it in Russian to him first.
Yes.
Which he's been doing the entire time.
He has. He's been tricky.
He's been professing his love for a while now, but just to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he finally, says it out loud. And I love, it's just like almost like a panic. Because she's like, holy shit.
Yeah, and he's like, oh no.
Yeah, did I fuck this up? Shouldn't have said that.
Just kidding.
Oh, and then he's crying. And oh.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
so
la
beautiful.
blue blue.
La boo boo boo. If I say that
yeah,
to you.
lu blue tiba is what Shane tried to say. And then they laughed.
Yeah, la boo tiba. La boo boo boo. La boo boo.
I think that was it.
Yeah. Oh, I do have it. Yeah, lu blue tiba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lu blue tiba. Yeah, lu blue tiba.
Yeah.
Okay, if I say la boo boo to you, it means I love you.
La boo boo.
And they can't stop saying it to each other, and it's just the cutest.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. Being in love, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that going for you? That's just my bitter comment about not being in love. And you know what? Then they do a handstand in the water, and I just like to shout that out.
Yeah, that's what you do at camp, Jamie.
Yep.
You do handstands in the water.
You show each other your
even
handstands.
when you're an adult.
Yeah, it never stops.
Never stop.
Because you can do anything in the water. You can't do handstands on land.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, some people can.
Yes.
Not me.
No.
In the water, I'm a gymnast.
You should see me in the water.
Okay, then we get to the scene where things go south, but not really south.
Well,
it's just things take a
things
turn.
do go south for a little bit.
Is that a sex joke?
It is.
Okay.
Thank you.
It-
There's some dock stuff that happens in the water, in the book.
yeah.
We get a whole other part, yeah.
In the show, it's just dad interrupting, which is
Yeah.
a lot more boring. but is a great scene too.
Yes. Poor dad.
Poor dad.
What?
But also,
He was like, am I hallucinating?
good for dad that he didn't walk in on something different.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse because they were doing stuff at that dock. They were doing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Shane's panic.
Like, this is my nightmare. This is my actual nightmare. Oh, I didn't even have this written down. And it actually is one of like my favorite lines is when he's panicking and he says, this is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. And Ilya says, maybe it's time to wake up. Mm-hmm. And I love that.
Yeah, love it.
I also enjoy how Ilya right away, like the support actually surprised me because he was just like, do you want me to come with you? I was like, that sounds terrifying. Mm-hmm. Like his parents don't even know he's gay. Like, you're going to go but he's like, yeah, like I'll come with you. We'll do this. And
is it Ilya has already like made up his mind. He's like, yeah, no, I got a case of the fuckets. And so I'm like down for whatever. Like if, he's in it. And so Shane ends up being like the hesitant one. That's like still like, oh my God, I don't know if we could do this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they both are, but just in different ways. But
it's also where we get the Boston t-shirt comment.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best. I do also like when they get there and he's like, oh, like, should you come in? And the way he looks at him.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
We're past this, bud.
Yeah.
They already know it's me.
Yeah. I'm going to sit in the car and pretend like.
Yeah.
And when they walk in the house, and it's me, Shane.
Yeah.
Your son. I need to tell you who it was.
I know you saw me from the window. What were they exactly? It occurred to Shane that he and Ilya hadn't even figured out what label they were comfortable with. Ilya, lovers. Way to choose the grossest possible word, Ilya. Well, there was no going back from that word.
I love it.
Lovers.
I like that they chose to say that out loud in the show too. Ooh,
yeah.
Ilya, gross. And that's what I want my tattoo to be.
Gross?
No, lovers.
Oh.
Just lovers.
But you hate him. No, I don't. I mean, sometimes I do, kind of, but mostly I love him, actually. You what?
You what?
That's how I read it. What? It's a different version of the show. Close up of Una. Okay, what did you think of them sitting down with the parents?
I loved it. It made me super happy, which I know we did talk about, but I can't remember if we had it on. How like every time he would have dinner with his parents in the show, it was always like his parents and then him, and there's always kind of like this empty spot, and now that spot's filled.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so beautiful. Do you want to talk about the Una part?
Yeah, so one of the really cool things that Jacob Tierney added was this scene with Una and Shane outside, and Una gets to apologize to him, and what is exactly the line?
Oh, she says, I'm sorry that I made you feel like you couldn't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
And then asks Shane to forgive her, and he forgives her.
Yeah, which we talked about this before, but there was, someone online just saying like, this is, what like every queer person kind of like wants to hear from their parents. But I also think it's an added layer of interesting to this story that Shane's parents, he views them as not homophobic, and yet he's still not comfortable coming out to his parents. And so I think that's a really critical of like, yes, your parents can be not homophobic and yet not speak to you about different sexualities, different relationships, different type of families. And if you're not like open and conversing about these things, that your kids can absorb a very narrow view of the world and people because they have so much outside influence. And so I say that as a parent. And I think one of the things I've noticed, even though my kids are young, is with like gender. So we've always tried to like make sure we're not talking about things like girls' clothes or boys' clothes. Like, you can wear whatever you want. You can like try different like sports and different toys. There's not girl things and boy things, right? And so we've tried to be like really purposeful in that. And then them like coming home from their life experiences and still having this like really narrow view of things. And you're like, oh, okay, I only have influence here. Imagine if I was just like not saying anything or not like being really like blatant about it and like very direct with them talking about these things, and how much they would be influenced by like social pressures or like
especially
like
growing up in
assumptions.
a hockey environment your entire life.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And if your parents are not like explicitly saying things to you that counteracts those ideas that you're being exposed to, then this is kind of what happens. Like, even though you are like, you know, like good people, right?
Yeah. Well, and even like they're like, oh, we always suspected you could be, and it wasn't like they were like upset about it.
No.
But
You're not talking about it. You're not like being So that part I thought was really interesting, and it was just like a really lovely moment that obviously Yuna is like, oh, this is my fault. This is not your fault. This is not on you. You didn't like not try hard. This is just like.
Oh, and I hated when he's like, I'm so sorry, Mom. Like, I tried.
Yep.
Like, I'm trying not to be who I am because.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sad and happy.
Yes. Love this show. So then I like when they're back inside, and obviously Shane starts panicking again, as Shane does. Mm-hmm. And Elia's just eating his spaghetti. Mm-hmm. I also enjoy that. And I like how his dad's like, here, have more. That's in the show, not the book. But so Elia leans over and says, like, we are good here, yes? Your family is here and your boyfriend, and we are okay here. And Shane raised his head and was like, boyfriend? I think, yes? Yes. Mm-hmm. It's like, yes, we are in love and we love each other and all these things. And then Shane's like, oh, but boyfriend? You're my boyfriend?
Yeah, obviously.
But yes, your boyfriend's Shane. And I just love how Elia calms him down, like in front of his parents, and then they kiss. And
yeah, and I think maybe this is just in the book, but his dad is like now looking at them like this makes sense.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
I do.
That's it for the
like
show, anyway.
The show, and then after, I number one love how Shane had vodka in the freezer just in case. That's in the book.
Ilya did.
No, Shane did. He had vodka in the freezer.
No, Ilya brought it with him.
Oh, I thought Shane did. Oh.
No, he brought the good stuff with him.
Oh, I thought Shane. Okay.
He opened. This is Ilya. He opened his eyes when he heard Shane sputtering and coughing. Oh wow, Shane said. That is strong. I might need some cranberry juice or something. And then Ilya says, if you mix that with cranberry juice, I will drown you in the lake.
Do not ruin that vodka. Also love this for Ilya, which I think in the show you can kind of get that just with how well they showed Ilya's life and character and stuff. But in the book it says Ilya wanted to tell Shane that it had been one of the best days of his life. It had been awkward, sure, but Ilya felt that if he hadn't quite been already, he would be welcomed into Shane's family, and that was no small thing. In fact, to Ilya, who had barely been welcomed into his own family, it was huge. He wanted to tell Shane that the closest he felt to home was when he was with him. It didn't matter if it was in a hotel room or Ilya's apartment, or at that weird hideout building Shane bought in Montreal, or here at Shane's cottage. He was himself when he was with Shane. He'd left Russia, he was uneasy in America, and he had spent his entire life drifting between continents and between lovers. I loved it.
Yeah, and he calls the cottage home, and they're going back.
And then they profess
Let's go home.
more love to each other.
Yep.
Then he's just, I like how Eli's like, I want to just tell everyone, like right now, because he's just, I think, obviously excited that so many. And then Shane's like, no, don't. We have to stick to the plan. Ilya sighed dramatically. You and your plans. What if I just kissed you on the mouth at the next All-Star game? I'll punch you. I swear to God. You wouldn't. Not if I kissed you like this. And then he tells him he's going to propose to him at some point, and then also makes a joke about that, which I liked.
He's going to propose to him on the dock with the candles?
Yeah. And then, oh, what does he say? Hang on. And I will say, Shane Hollander, will you please marry me so I can become a Canadian citizen faster?
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Now, in the book, we get this epilogue.
Yes.
That is funny. It's called My Dinner with Hayden. And so it's when Hayden guesses about him and Shane.
Yeah, he makes a joke.
Makes a joke because he's like, oh, you had Lily in Boston, but all of a sudden now you're like traveling to Ottawa all the time. Like, what? Is that in?
What?
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Ilya moves to Ottawa, the Ottawa team.
Yeah.
And so he's like, well, now you're like going to Ottawa all the time. Or what are you like with Rosenoff? And he says it as a joke, and then Shane is like,
Maybe. So he had come out to his team. Should we also say that this is not in the show part, though? Does that matter?
we are.
Okay. Well, like before we started talking about it, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay.
And
oh yeah.
If
right.
you have watched the show, you know when it ends.
Do you?
So yeah, this is just the book part.
Yeah.
But Shane comes out to his team, and then Hayden just makes a joke, but Shane is like, yeah, I actually am.
Yeah. Funny joke, but
And he's like, oh, I have to meet him. And then we have the scene of Shane and Ilya going over to dinner with Hayden and his wife.
no, they come over to Shane and Elia's because they cook for them.
Okay, whatever.
Because they make coq au vin.
Oh, right.
It's a French recipe that looks real good.
Yeah, I still don't like you, Rosenoff. And then Ilya, oh no, how can I impress Montreal's 15th best player? And so that's the only reason I wanted to talk about the epilogue in my dinner with Hayden, is because of him making fun of Hayden is so funny.
Yeah.
I just have lines after lines. Like,
And it continues in the long game for anyone who hasn't read it yet. It's funny. It's always funny.
Hayden's wife said, we should cook together sometime, Hayden. And then Hayden says, I suck at cooking. And Ilya says, you suck at hockey, but you still play it. Hayden is mad. He's like confronting Ilya. And he says, is this a joke to you, or do you just get off on fucking with him? And Ilya says, I do get off on fucking him, yes. Because Hayden's like not quite sure, like, is this guy for real? Like, he's really into Shane. And then he says, have you not heard of bisexuals? And Hayden says, bisexual, huh? And then Ilya says, some people like apples, some people like oranges, some people like apples and oranges. And Hayden's like, oh, fuck you, I know what it means.
He's very,
Anyway.
very protective of Shane.
And Ilya is very, very funny. And then Shane loses it on both of them. And it's just a lovely scene. Mm-hmm. And it's like, fuck the both of you.
Yeah. I just want you to get along.
Yep.
Yeah. They have their moments. Casting call.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you. I have the descriptions.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So for Ilya, it says, Rosenoff was a stunning man. Light brown curls that were always a mess fell into his playful hazel eyes and over his dark, thick eyebrows. His strong jaw and cleft chin were covered in stubble. His smile was lopsided and lazy, and his teeth were unnaturally white due to most of them not being real. That was the book description, and I think they did a great job.
Yeah. He's not as, in the book, he's supposed to be like a lot more taller
I think
than Shane.
Yeah, I think just...
But I don't care.
No. That's, the only thing, like, the height difference, because it talks about, like, him, like, looking down, and I think Connor and Hudson are pretty, like, level.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, I don't care.
No.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Connor just did such a good job that it doesn't even matter.
It's, like, you see... I think it was when he's on the Shut Up Evan, and he changes to just say Shut Up Evan as... It's his whole...
Body.
Demeanor, everything. They're literally two different people.
Yeah.
It is, and just every time I watch it, I'm like, that is a different person. Like, he is Ilya. It blows my mind.
Scary.
It constantly blows my mind. And I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that so much in an actor.
Yeah.
Maybe like Meryl Streep.
Hey, Meryl.
Yeah. Meryl Streep, Connor Story.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
Where it's just, you can see it, like, their whole being completely change.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I do have Shane's description as well.
Okay, let's hear it.
So Shane said, had a very distinct look. Some of his features were clearly from his mother, jet black hair and very dark eyes. But his father was of some blend of Anglo-European heritage. His skin, however, was flawless, distractingly so, smooth and tan, with, and this was the most striking feature, a smattering of dark freckles across his nose and cheekbones. Yeah.
Again, great casting.
Yeah, they did absolutely amazing.
Perfect.
Yep. Oscars to the casting people.
Oscars all around here as well.
I did see someone, Jacob. Oh, he was talking about his friend who's also a Canadian actress, and I can't think of her name now. But she had, I guess, was showing her like the casting videos and stuff, and it was down to like a few of them. She's like, well, obviously you're going to hire the Russian one, right? He's like, he's not Russian.
Oh, I get it.
She just, like assumed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not.
No.
Now Hudson, so author Rachel Reid confirmed to Hudson that Shane is on the autism spectrum.
Yes.
And so the Star, this is from an article, the Star took inspiration from his own father for this. And so Hudson said, my dad is on the spectrum. He knows it. He's a mechanical engineer, graduated top of his class, first in class in everything, very technical genius in a lot of ways, but sort of socially, I think he would say that he doesn't want to deal with emotions. And so that comes through, right? And you see that when you see Hudson Williams talking and how, again, the transformation of just who he is, his personality as a person versus who he is as Shane Hollander. And I think that really comes through, and you see it in so many of the scenes. I think like the burger scene, the other scene is like, how many times can you come in an hour? And he says 1 to 2.
Like I'm going to act it.
I'm responding to exactly what the content of your words are. And so, that I think that was just like neat to hear, and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and he does also, Hudson, I think, and I saw an interview. So many people said this, like his face acting is so good, and he's not even really doing anything, but he is doing so much at the same time.
Lip tremble, eye contact,
they're just so good. Did we talk about Shane's heritage part and how that was also more in the show too, which I liked. In the book, it doesn't really address how, like, about Shane being Asian and how that also brings up a lot of things. And in the show, it's addressed
a few times,
like with so many times. And I like how they,
incorporated that part.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone, again, Oscars. Casting.
Oscars. Look, we'll be back to talk about the long game.
Jacob Tierney, I would like to give you a life Oscar.
Thank you for existing.
Yes.
Thank you, Rachel Reid.
Yes. Yay, Canada.
Yay.
I'm so proud of our tax dollars for helping out with this.
Did they?
Yeah.
How?
Do you want to know what comes up? I put Canadian tax dollars. Heated Rivalry is the first thing.
Of course it is.
Yeah, everyone's super proud. It's heavily supported by the Canada Media Fund and federal provincial tax credits filmed. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So,
you're welcome to all of you.
Yeah, I've seen lots of posts. They said that too. They're like, I helped fund this, and I've never been prouder where my tax money has gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you're welcome, world.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to be continuing on with Eclipse, which
so sad.
Hey, we're gonna have fun.
We are gonna have fun, but I'm just like,
it's over. Imagine I was like, Jamie, you're not allowed to watch Heated Rivalry anymore. You're not allowed to read any of the books. It's done.
You can't
it's
draw
over.
any more of your
it's all
stupid
done.
pictures.
Yeah, you can't draw a picture. You're done. Do you have panic that rises in your body?
A little bit. I can't live without it in my life now.
Okay. If you're not already following us on social media, we are Books and Booze Podcast on Instagram and YouTube, which I never say. We are Books and Booze Pod on TikTok. Wherever you're listening to us, it's really incredibly helpful to give us 5 stars, give us a follow, give us a comment. All of that is really deeply appreciated. And join us for more books.
Books.
Okay, bye.
I'm going to the cottage.